Hello everyone, today I'm gonna be starting the final route of the normal game, which is the true ending route. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Today was a tiring day. There was a tornado at my school and I had to stay there forever, but it's all good now. I'm back home, I'm gonna make a video. Woo! That tasted weird. I'll probably, I forgot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I remember now. What I was gonna say is I might do a mod after this. I'm either gonna do a mod after this route or I'm gonna do plus, I don't know yet. I know I said I wanted to get this out before April, but tomorrow is April 1st. So, that's all that has to be happening. And I know that you guys have already seen like most of this, so I'm actually gonna go through the first two parts, and I'll do like the first two, and then when I need to skip, then I'll skip, and then we'll get the true ending and all that crap. But without further ado, we'll start. Maybe I should. Hold on. Oh, I can't use space. MC Griffin, because I'm the main character. You know what? Let's do it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards you from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to watch school together on days like this, starting around high school. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel I'm better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and that Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, MC Griffin. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As you draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, MC Griffin, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of my many conversations where I just simply go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few codes and it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promised you that. Yeah! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to use her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. I pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice to start the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come out of the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh, my ear. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, you come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did this because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who has proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. And then on the launch site. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I gently follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. And I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. MC Griffin, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes you think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, MC Griffin. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, MC Griffin. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little bit too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki gets the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best thing to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Oh, she's someone. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the tea in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So what made you consider the Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs and Sayori seems very happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Just different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, MC Griffin, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I'm gonna call into myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I still without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces over her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, very passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but is oblivious to the way by her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements are usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading for a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just regressed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that from you, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But a story makes me think it takes you to another world that I can't wait to put it down. Serial horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at your world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to read about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? There's a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Serious stands up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You don't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri will quiz me at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we'll meet and we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, MC Griffin? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. MC Griffin. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Literature Club. And I want the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If we were just here for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. MC Griffin, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, MC Griffin, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yeah. With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a Literature Club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll have to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that's just the writing a poem tonight. Okay. What? What the? I don't know. Yes. Oh shit, yes. What the? Yes. Yeah, stage here, I do it. Memories. Ah! No. Oh no, yes! Yes. Side graveyard, side cage, I don't know. Not way. Sunny, yes, okay. Probably rainbow, yeah! Happy play. Quite empty. Fun. No, that wasn't the one I want! Hi again, MC Griffin. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange to you, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Witcher Club. I was lost on the comments, so everyone else started hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Griffin. I hope that this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into Witcher when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he doesn't have any slack. Sayori told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, it won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you seem to have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! So for the feed, Natsuki pops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. MC Griffin always is his best as long as it's having fun. He even helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and MC Griffin can't become good friends too? Sayori? Agent Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. But wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is how the girl is accidentally being so cute. She even puts out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in I expected Monica to kick off some social activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something nature away to by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. We can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not all like that at all, We just need a way of showing to everyone something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. No, man. So it's more important for you to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place. After they come, we can do things that speak to their creative minds. What's this? Taking this very seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, we guess we could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, still need to work out details of the event itself. I found myself smiling, and the end Sayori is still her usual self. But there was the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to do things to make them come to life. I suppose that's why it ends up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does the school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now I think in the club you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder and see a Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I don't know. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days past you have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were cruelly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. My fingers are still inside of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Like, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar. Is there actually? I don't see a toothpaste stain. I tried to wipe it off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about it. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks on you, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I'm struggling to fully close the button on near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. I sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs just got bigger again. Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so, why is it so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and curls around. So if you haven't unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that, and why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do he wouldn't even let you do things like this, and you take much better care of me than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell when we tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems that we wrote? Yeah! MC Griffin, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel just sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Oh, oops. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't find very much inspiration. I've never really done something like this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of blue sleeve torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, MC Griffin. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you knew and everything, if you're having a suggestion for the club-like activities or things you do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kinda embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, MC Griffin. We're all a little embarrassed, you know? That's the sort of barrier we'll need to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes you think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, aren't you, right? I wouldn't be surprised if she had these sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if I show you in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of a vibe I get when reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri, but in any case, Sayori's writing has got kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions and like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could also enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's actually totally unexpected. Yeah, probably it is. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. I'd say the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's like you have to worry about impressing them anyway. Anyway, do you mind if I read your poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm still pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hold on. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's the way you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. And the kind of style is getting pretty popular nowadays. There's a a lot of poems that I'm putting it an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful. What is the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say it has some kind of empathy recently. What is it? I don't know. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about D stuff because that's like it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I can't really hear it. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain is too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. So let's first stuff to this thing down the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think of it is this. Oh, is this? Oh, man, I'm good. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. I'm actually not sure that's true because I write with a pencil, not a pen. So you move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for listening. No problem. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Who is calling me? Hold on. What do you want? I'm trying to record. What do you want? Just called me and hang up. Why? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Honestly, I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand how you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an MC Griffin poem. Yeah, my poems are quality. And that makes it feel extra special. You can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs a sheet of paper against her chest. What the heck? It's so weird. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you were really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Yeah, I don't break Griffin doesn't break his promise. See? It's like I said before, MC Griffin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, deny that she's part of the reason I joined the club. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. And I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah. I'm glad she's happy. I like making people happy. Now you'll read my poem, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Guess, but did you wait until this morning to write it? No. Just a little bit. Man, that's tough. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I'm gonna put it on auto so that I can do something else on this. I forgot to do it last night. That makes me feel a little bitter about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. If you were nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. That last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad that you skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Oh, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. That was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Here's the poem. A minute passes more than enough time to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I should put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. How do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess then it might be after reading, though. So is it that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri burrows her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. That's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, writing habits that are usually typical in new writers. Oh, my head's I haven't been through them myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is that new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from their topic matter and they form-fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you should be blamed for. And there are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love sharing my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a real opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Sorry, I had to go answer my door because someone came to the door. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. And I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Griffin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you don't like glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of your poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Listening in on her, reminding piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seeing to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. And that's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think it that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll keep trying. I'm counting on you. Well, it's about what I expect for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Yeah, I told you think we're gonna like it? I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone at high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about... Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I studied here with her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew! I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to just one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Aw, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Is she complete miss symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be? I know that. I just meant in the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean I have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, so the really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and MC Griffin did too. So based on that, I'll gather you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And MC Griffin liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki slowly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that MC Griffin appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would do everybody go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boob's magical in size is bigger as soon as your MC Griffin started showing up. Hey, Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as they just noticed I was standing there. MC Griffin? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the rear, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to MC Griffin. But wait! This is the reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, MC Griffin? Well, how did I get you to this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I griff, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be, help me, Sayori. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, dyeing up any words that I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is defenseless, so I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this? MC Griffin? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for two others to inject their feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never! Is your immunity that made her upset in the first place? Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That's exactly why nobody likes you. Hey, that's real. Hey, that's mean. That's very mean. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they're both give you so many things, just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always have been. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression at her face, staring at the nothing. So that's why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good at people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing. Me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't it? Isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Oh, I messed up. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. I'm seeing different. How about you? Yeah, it's the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. And like that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. MC Griffin, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. And it truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can really say I'm not enjoying it either. I mean, I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, MC Griffin, it's nice that I get to spend a lot of time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes you the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. I think it's Sayori who hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We're just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, I think I'm gonna end off here because we've been going on for about an hour, and, yeah. that's it. Anyways, before I end off, please like and subscribe for a cookie. It doesn't matter what type of cookie you want, but I'll definitely give you a cookie. If you don't want to like and subscribe, then fine, don't do it. You won't get a cookie, but at least share my videos, and it's fine. And I guess that's it. I'll bring up more videos soon. I'll try my best to get some out after break from us, so I should maybe do it at least once a day. As of that, I guess that's it for now. Goodbye and peace.